Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Timelines Descent into Evil BotCon exclusive set. This came out in 2005. We're mainly going to be taking a look at Deathsaurus. Now this box set includes Buzzclaw, Dirge, Fallback, Ironhide, Chromia, and Ricochet, and I may do the reviews of those guys later on, but for right now, my main concern is Deathsaurus there. Now this is my first BotCon set, a very nice box set, like the picture. But really nothing else going on with the box. But still very nice and whatnot. So for this review also, if you're familiar with the mold that was used for Deathsaurus, you know that it was a taken from the RID Megatron and Galvatron fig, and there's like 10 like different transformations you can do. With Deathsaurus here, you can only do 9 out of the 10 because they remolded, gave him a new head sculpt there. But for this review, I'm only going to do 3 out of the 10 because I really don't like the other 6 as much, and I just don't want this to be a long review going over every single transformation. If you guys want me to do it later on, leave me a comment. I will. No problem with that. So, all right, let's take a look at the fig. All right, here's Deathsaurus out of the packaging in his single-headed dragon mode. Like I mentioned before, he has 9 modes. The other modes are his robot, car, two-headed dragon, hand, mammoth, hydrofoil, jet, wing, griffin, and then this mode. For this review, I'll be taking a look at the single-headed, the two-headed dragon, and the robot. So, wanted to kind of keep it as close to kind of the original Deszaras. So, this mode, it's not too bad, but it's not great either. I put the weapons up here. He comes with these kind of swords, and you can pop them off. But usually, you can in all his modes, there's some place to house these. So, but there they are. It comes with 2 of these. You can actually fire it off if you like. Yeah, not too bad. And you can also connect them together, which I'll showcase when we get to the robot mode. But this mode right here really reminds me of, I guess, Predaking from the Beast Hunters line. That's what it pretty much looks like. But again, when you get a multi-changer like this, a lot of the transformations kind of just look stupid in a way. Usually you'll have maybe 1 or 2, mainly what you'd get in a normal transformer, and then the rest of them are just kind of like, well, that's kind of like an afterthought, or that looks kind of good, or you position it this way, but I don't know. So, articulation, I mean, he's got some in his legs here. I mean, these are his arms. Obviously, you can tell his legs are on the back, so you're going to have lots of articulation and whatnot. His head can move up and down and whatnot. I do like the wings, the color scheme, the red. And they are very, you can do a lot with them, articulation-wise, which is kind of cool. You can have them down, up, bent, fully extended out. I mean, just really, really sweet. But let's just move on to the two-headed dragon now. Alright, here's Deathsaurus in his two-headed dragon mode. And I really do like this mode. It's my second favorite. It looks really good. Yes, if you can get past the whole Deathsaurus is doing a handstand there, I think it's done pretty well. I love the fact that you got some nice detailing in the head there. Really reminds me of King Ghidorah from the Godzilla series. Again, you can position his wings any way you like, and it really adds to the look of this mode here. And there's plenty of articulation. You open and close his mouth. His head's on a ball joint, so you can move it up and down. And since this is Deathsaurus' legs, I mean, you got movement anywhere that you want to position the head, and also the legs. It's also nice that you can store the weapons on the back. So, not too bad. And I could see this as being Deathsaurus' new alt mode, opposed to his original kaiju type of bird monster thing that he was. And if you have the Robot Masters, it looks pretty good with the Robot Masters Star Saber. Taking them on. So, All right, let's take a look at his robot mode now. All right, here's Deathsaurus in his robot mode, which is my favorite, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with that, that this is the best mode that he has. I love the facial sculpt. I love the new head design. It's a great homage to the original with the beak, just the color scheme. And it's got some nice chrome and detail throughout. Articulation real quickly with this guy. He's got some nice ratchet joints everywhere in the arms and legs. You can rotate his arms 360 degrees around if you like. Again, the wings can be positioned any way you like. Also, in and out at the shoulder. He's got kind of a bicep swivel, elbow joint swivel at the wrist there. Legs can go forward and backwards, in and out. Thigh swivel, knee joint. Kind of almost a dual knee joint if you really want to count it, but ball jointed ankle, and has movement in the foot also. Head can go side to side. Unfortunately, it's not on a ball joint, so it can't go up and down, which is unfortunate, but very posable, very sweet. Now let's look at his weapons, or put his weapons on. So like I stated before, you can, if you want, there's a little handle there. You can do the dual sword if you like, or you can actually plug them together, which is pretty cool looking. And then just however you want to kind of pose them, whatnot. Pretty sweet fig. I really do like this guy. I'm glad I got him. I do collect the chug lines, so it's a nice having a updated version of Deathsaurus into the line, so that's pretty cool. And I really do like the bio. It's kind of right there if you can want to kind of read it. I love the fact that it actually continues on from Victory, which is really cool. Okay, really quick final thoughts on this guy. Definitely worth picking up, especially if you collect the Classics Henge Universe Generations line. Deathsaurus here fits in perfectly. He's got the nice modernized look. He's a little bit bigger than a Voyager class. And it's nice to have more Decepticon generals. And I love the fact that we're getting Japanese exclusive figs reintroduced into the Transformer canon and here in the States, which is, it's really nice. Unfortunately, he is a BotCon exclusive from 2005, so he's not going to be readily available, and he's not cheap, but he's not too terribly expensive either, unless you're going the box set route where you can pay upwards of almost up to $400 for it, $500, which I wouldn't recommend. There's nothing really in the box set that has that wow factor. The Ironhide is pretty cool because you get that nice retro feel of the original G1, but other than that, the rest of the characters are okay. It would have been great if Hasbro would have taken the opportunity to give us a Victory exclusive set and throw in some Dino Force guys, or maybe even his chess pieces, the Lion or the Eagle, and maybe a Star Saber. Leo Zach should have been in there, and whatnot. But that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see the other modes, just let me know. But this has just been a quick look at the 2005 Deathsaurus. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.